Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome or welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel and the Lucky Stars community. Cat Star here, and today we're gonna see what advice you need to hear right now. So I have created a new deck. This is an advice deck. So we are going to kind of roll the dice to see what cards need to come out, what advice you need. I think we're just going to get 4 for this reading. This is 4 kind of places or stages or pieces of advice that you need to hear right now, Aquarius, all right? So as a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't. For those of you liking and sharing the videos, thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. I also want to give a huge shout out to all of the new and returning viewers and subscribers, and to the channel members. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. All right, this is a timeless reading. If I didn't already mention that, that means that whenever you come across this message or you feel pulled or called into this advice, this message is for you. So it doesn't matter what date, what time, what year even it is. If you are called into it and it resonates with you, it is for you. There are going to be, again, 4 pieces, I believe, of advice that are going to come through here. There are 70 cards, a whole bunch of information, a whole bunch of advice. So we're going to see what comes through. So let's go ahead and shuffle here, Aquarius. Ooh, you got 1 and you have 3. So let's see. Let's shuffle these a little bit. And then we're going to take 1 and 3. Okay, so we're being directed to kind of split it up. Okay, there's that. There's 1 and 3. Let's get a few more here. And we're just going to go over them one at a time. 0. We're going to re-roll that one. 8, okay? So we have 8 and 3. So we're going to do the same thing. Ooh, interesting way that Spirit is giving me to do this. Now, interesting. It's always interesting the way that things come through for the channel here for me, Aquarius. All right, let's count. We're going to do this one different. 1, whoops. We're going to do 1, 2, 3. There's the 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, isn't that interesting as well that we have 3 blue cards and 1 pink card when there are yellow and green as well? Is that interesting? I find that interesting. All right, Aquarius. So this may have to do, well, we're going to see. This advice may have to do with you may have a lot of masculine energy around you, not male, not gender specific, male, female. It's about the energy. Masculine energy tends to be energy that is kind of outward or giving energy. It's about a lot of times there's action that's being taken or there's decisions being made. It's kind of can be bold, assertive. Masculine energy, or people who are in their masculine energy, tend to be kind of risk takers, or they tend to be people who are like building or builders, kind of that kind of energy, thinking, protecting, kind of the hero or the fixer. Okay, just to give you an idea, they tend to be in an energy of doing, not just being. Okay, the being energy, the nurturing, the supportive, that kind of tends to be more on the feminine side of the energy. This masculine energy is doing energy. So you may have a lot of that energy around you, and that might be why this advice is coming through for you now, Aquarius, or maybe not. But let's start. Okay, let's start with the first card. You're slipping, get back on track. Okay, so yeah, Aquarius, what is coming through with this is that some of you have moved into your feminine energy, and that's beautiful. Feminine energy is a beautiful place to be. It's really kind of in this receiving, this planning, this creating energy, right? And yet it's being indicated that you're not really taking action. You're not doing, right? You're being, you're not doing. You're in a state of planning. You're in a state of, for some of you, and this isn't a dig at the feminine, but some of you are in a state of procrastination. Instead of actually getting things done, you're allowing things to slip by. Time, okay, opportunities, potential, your potential, right? You're allowing that to keep on moving. Time moves anyway, Aquarius. So if you're just allowing it to pass, to pass, to pass, and not really taking action or moving towards the opportunities or keeping yourself on track, right? Being consistent or showing up every day in whatever capacity it is for you, then you're getting off track. And so Spirit is indicating that there is a season, there is a time right now for this advice for you, Aquarius, that you need to be moving back into or moving into a state or a place of masculine energy. Again, it's non-gender specific, but some of you are slipping and you're not hitting the mark that you have chosen for yourself. Now, this isn't Spirit saying, oh, Aquarius, you did it. This is your own mark that you have set. This is your own track that you have set, okay? It's time to get back on. That's what is coming through. It's time to take action. It's time to be doing and not just being, okay? There's a time and a place, but your advice for this right here, right now, Aquarius, is get back on track. Get back into kind of that masculine energy, that energy of giving, of action, of deciding and taking bold moves, okay? Okay. Now your second advice is get out of the house and get some exercise. So you see, this is also coming in, right, with this energy of getting out, doing, taking action, really, really moving into this place of being an explorer or getting into this energy of being more healthy or taking care of yourself or building up stamina for some of you, okay? Some of you, potentially, there's a lot that's gone on in the last several years, and some of you potentially have taken on or stayed in a place of working from home or doing or being able to, which is a beautiful, beautiful place. If you are able to, yay, I'm so, so happy for you. To be able to work from home, to be able to provide for yourself, to be able to have all of that, plus the bit of freedom that it gives you, right? Tends to give when you can kind of do all of the things. But sometimes we can get a little, don't shoot the messenger here, a little lazy when it comes to that. And we don't always go outside, or we're not getting the exercise that we need. So your advice is to get outside and or, right, to get some exercise. Sometimes we are exercising in the house. We're doing all kinds of legs exercises. Maybe we at work, customer service on the phone, where we can actually be doing some curls, some leg exercises, some twisting, some arm, all exercises, right? Simple exercises while we are doing our work, okay? If that is you, kudos, all right? Kudos. Then it's maybe just to get out and get some vitamin D, right? Get out and get some fresh air, okay? Being inside all the time and or almost closing yourself off, because that is what feels like it's coming through here, is not advantageous for you during this time, okay? Again, even though this card is pink and the rest are blue, it still is coming through with this energy of taking action, which can generally be considered a more masculine energy, or being in your masculine energy. We have both masculine and feminine energy, no matter what gender we are. We all have it, okay? So it's time to take action, okay? Let's see what your third piece of advice is. Start listening. All right, listen. here we are. Okay. Now, listening tends to be in a more feminine energy. Okay. You are receiving. Now, this isn't about the masculine energy, the feminine energy, the vice. It's just that the way that this came out really, really moved us into kind of that energy. Okay. Somebody needs to get back on track, whether masculine or feminine energy. Somebody needs to get out of the house and or get some exercise. Okay. Right. And really more than somebody's due. Okay. Whenever you're coming across this advice, Aquarius, this is what you most need to hear right now. Some of you are doing a lot of talking. Okay. Some of you are really, really, now this can actually be masculine energy as well, because what's coming through is some of you are being a bit assertive, or you're really making all the decisions, not only for yourself but for others. You're really, really in this place of doing, okay, of doing, right? And it's time to slow down, to stop, to take a seat, if you will, and start listening. Start listening. What is it that you're missing? What is it that you're not hearing? What are those important things that potentially are being whispered to you, around you, or within you, right? That you're missing, okay? You're missing. Are you talking over people, Aquarius? Are you listening just so that you can have a response ready, but not really listening because you're more focused on what you're going to say or the next thing or your comeback? Ooh, it's time to slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. Take a big deep breath. Hold it at the top about 5 seconds, and then slowly begin to exhale for about a count to 7, right? Begin taking those breaths when you are really feeling as if you need to jump, talk, go, go, instead of listening. When somebody is really giving you so much beautiful information, insight, backstory, whatever it may be, Aquarius, and you are chomping at the bit, slow down, stop, and start listening. What are you missing? Why are you jumping so fast? Why do you just want to respond? Okay, start listening to others and to yourself. This is huge. This is huge. This piece of advice right here, Aquarius, is advice that we should all hear every single day. Because the reality is, more often than not, we are talking, and not listening. All right? Miscommunication, arguments, all of that could really be lessened if we would just stop, slow down, and start listening. Listening to hear, not listening to react. Okay? Wow, big information, big advice coming through here. Let's see what your last one is. See, this one goes right into this one. Stop over-explaining. Again, stop talking, okay? You got to start listening and stop over-explaining. Some of you just want to tell everything. Oh, explain. Over-the-top explanations. Explanations that go on for days. You're just talking. Many of you have this energy where you're just in this place where you want people to understand from left, right, up, and down, every which way, either whatever it is, your story, what's going on with you, all the things, but you're over explaining, you're over, or something happened and somebody questioned you about something here, Aquarius, and you are just out of breath. You are talking, explaining, and this person, these people, they don't need to know your whole life story. They don't need to know everything. Talk less, listen more. Stop over explaining. This is the bread and butter right here, Aquarius. Start listening, stop over explaining, and or stop talking as much, okay? That doesn't mean you can't ever talk. No, that's not what it means. It just means get back on track, right? You're slipping, get back on track, start listening, stop over explaining, right? Another thing for some of you, when you over explain things, sometimes it looks like you are trying to get out of something, trying to cover something, lying. Okay? I don't know who needs to hear that, but some of you need to really stop doing that. Okay? The over explaining, the oversharing, the over giving, as far as talking and information, it's time for some of you to stop because you're just doing it too much, and you're going to know if this is you. If you go to the grocery store and somebody says, how are you, and you rattle off 12 things, or if you're in a line anywhere, or you're at the movie or whatever, and somebody says, hey, how are you, and you start telling, or this is something that happens often to us when we are in a checkout, the cashier, right, is like, oh, how's your day? Or we'll say, how's your day? And that cashier is like, well, you remember I told you this, you remember I told you that, you remember this, and you remember that, da 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 da. Whether you know the cashier or not, yeah, that's exactly. If you're doing any part of that, Aquarius, it's time to stop. Okay, start listening, stop talking so much. Big, powerful advice coming through here, Aquarius. Oh man, somebody needed to really hear this. Okay, all right. Okay, I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit the like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. It is free for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and it does support the Lucky Stars community in growing and thriving. Also, be sure to check out the members, kind of the perks of becoming a member, of supporting the channel, the community, supporting me so that I can bring you more readings like these. Also, if you enjoyed this reading, this is kind of a new segment, a new reading type that Spirit brought through, hit that like button so that I know to do more of these, that you enjoy them, okay? And as always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.